This is a place for us to come and learn, and we are not to tear it up, and we agree to be brothers to one another. We got to remember that Dr. King just wasn't for black people, he was for every race, because every sanitation company in the United States, throughout the United States, benefited from his movement. Today, the sanitation workers make $30 an hour. That's some money, okay? So that's what he was for. He was for being able to make it easy for everybody. So this is what it's all about. So you don't necessarily have to have something on the history of black. If you got something on the history of your family, of your culture, that is good, because he was for every race. That's the good thing about it. And so let us look at it as putting something together to share with people, to give people encouragement and showing them how we can accomplish a lot by being together. Right?
I'd like to add to that. I'm 63 years old, grew up in Montgomery, Alabama. I saw a lot of history unfold before my eyes. I was 7 years old when Miss Parks wouldn't give up her bus seat. 1963, I came home from church. My mother was crying in the front yard because church had been blown up in Birmingham and 4 little girls were murdered. And that left an impact on my life. And rather than taking to violence, Dr. King pursued passive resistance to these horrific crimes, and he put the spotlight of the world on those evil practices of hatred. Bull Connor, the mayor of police chief of Birmingham, sprayed fire hoses on little kids, junior high school kids, high school kids. And that was a turning point. And so now Dr. King had a speech and he said, I am somebody and I can be somebody. And I didn't think he was talking about just black people. I thought he was talking about me as a human being. And I saw that not only by his words, by his actions. He constantly put himself in harm's way because he believed with a passion. We're at a time in our life now where you turn on the TV and somebody's bitching somebody else out, and the acrimony between our political divide is greater than I've seen it in my lifetime. But there's hope, because those 4 little girls that died, they didn't die for nothing. They instituted change. Each of you has a chance to be a part of change. And so one day, when you leave this world, try and leave it a better place. And as a Southern white male, Rosa Parks and Dr. King are 2 of my heroes, and they've had an enormous impact on me. And there's not a day that goes by. The little girls that died in Birmingham were just a few years younger than I was. And I often look back and wonder, what if they had not perished? But some good things have happened. Those who don't learn from their mistakes are doomed to repeat them, learn from history. So I encourage those of you who are younger, go back and read this stuff, because they're trying to make some of it happen again in our political process. And you've got to be vigilant. You've got to make sure that you stand up for what you believe in, because on the last day of your life, that's all that you really have to leave behind.
Yeah, yeah.